Now, KTBS 3 News continues.
Hard to believe today marks 60 years since the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Up next, we're going to talk to a celebrity historian about JFK's life and his legacy. You don't want to miss that. More to come after this. Today marks the 60th anniversary of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. He was shot twice by Lee Harvey Oswald while riding in a convertible limousine heading to a luncheon in Dallas, Texas. It was news that rocked the world 60 years ago today. And joining us now with more is celebrity historian Raffi Andonian. Raffi, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I even brought my John F. Kennedy $50 coins with me. Of course, 4 billion plus of these have been minted since 1964, circulating, commemorating as a result of the event you just described, minting within months after his assassination. That's
wild, Raffi. Now, we were talking about your interview in the newsroom yesterday, and I had coworkers just, talk about not necessarily where they were, 60 years, but, young and old, if you're a history buff like me, this is a moment that changed history forever.
It is a moment that changed history. What's important to remember is that, when he was in the motorcade with his wife, he was also in the motorcade with the Texas governor, who also got wounded in this exchange. And what's really fascinating to me is that within a couple of hours after him getting shot, Lyndon Johnson, the vice president, became president. So really fast change of power. And what makes this even more dramatic is that Lee Harvey Oswald not only shot another police officer who was interrogating him within an hour or so, but even beyond that, Lee Harvey Oswald himself, a couple days later, was shot by a local nightclub owner as he was being transferred between jails. And it was done right on live TV. So what a moment for people to remember, as you point out. And it really changed a lot. It changed a lot for the presidency. For example, president doesn't, engage with the crowd the same way that they used to as a result directly of this. The 25th Amendment and the Constitution came in, which clarifies the role of the transition from vice president to president, because that had been a question several times in the 19th century and renewed question here with JFK. And that is what the result, we still have that actually sometimes referred to, like when President Trump had COVID, there's some people referring to the 25th Amendment. Is he able to serve while he's sick? So these kind of issues still come up. It's all because of the JFK assassination, if you think about it. I'd even say it changed media, where we went from kind of consuming news as product in a newspaper to watching live news as it was unfolding, because it really brought the nation together in early live TV nationwide.
Yeah, it sure did. And I tell you what, Jack Ruby mentioned him shooting Lee Harvey Oswald, just added to the conspiracies with this about who shot JFK. Boy, oh boy, Raffi, I could talk an hour with you or more about this topic. But, buddy, we really appreciate your time and your knowledge on this. And, hopefully we'll have you back on very soon. And
absolutely. And remember his legacy really quick. Ask not what the country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And that legacy is really huge, especially because he was martyred. And of course, the Peace Corps came up because of him, the space race, civil rights action. All of these are sort of the idealism that he presented in a turbulent period, which him getting killed added to the turbulence. So that's the legacy I remember. And remember the money that's in your pocket with the $50.
Interesting stuff. All right, Raffi, thank you very much. And to this day, 60 years later, I had a chance to go check out the spot where JFK was shot, and you still feel it in the air all these years later.
You do. It's the power of a historic site. Absolutely. There's a power of a historic site. I encourage people to check it out. I'd even go on the National Archives site, archives.gov, and there's 5 million pages of documents and records that they have related to the assassination. So you could just start accessing it online. You don't have all of it online, but quite a bit online. And if you like, you can go to visit DC and see all 5 million pages. So there's still so much to be learned about this, but you can start right there with the National Archives website, or archives.gov, which is a great place to begin if you'd like to learn more and see the firsthand accounts that we're talking about.
All right, Raffi, thank you so much for your time, buddy.
Thank you.